in the beginning. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this video if you want more content like this. And leave a comment. Hey man, we're not doing a full podcast episode, just a little Super Bowl recap / NFL season recap here. I'm here with Coach K, XO Gliz, and we're here with Locksmith Los. How y'all guys feeling, man?
Feeling good.
Feeling good,
brother.
It's a great day.
Any changes in y'all life, man? Y'all want to tell the people?
Yeah, man, I do. I was sick for the last couple of weeks, man. So I know the fellow followers, I missed my face. You know, I was real sick. So I'm all right now, man.
No, new job, new money, same old shit.
Parlay still buzzing.
I'm still
season about to start. You know what I mean? Last year was amazing. Had one of the best independent teams in the nation. What's it called? A lot of our kids went on to having great senior years, Player of the Year awards. Hopefully one of them or a couple of them get all met opportunities. And I mean, they're ranked top 25 in the nation. ESPN, Jackson Reed, led by Lucas Akasi and Justin Gilmore, you know what I mean, 2 AKT boys. So let's get it.
I don't have any changes. Just excited to see Caitlin Clark break the Kelsey Plum's all-time scoring record in NCAA tonight. So,
can you just apologize? Can you apologize for the pod, please, bro? Please.
I'm not apologizing.
Please, bro. Please,
bro. I think Paige is still better, man. What the fuck?
You still do?
Paige Buckner.
All right. I don't care. I'm dying on that hill.
Oh, you gonna die, nigga.
You about to be like tortured, like you about to be slaughtered.
The only reason y'all have
to be third. She's about to be third.
The only reason y'all have an upper hand is because my girl tore both her ACLs. It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? That's
how it works.
First of all, you know what I'm saying?
Is Paige better than Juju Watkins?
Exactly. But let's just get
on.
I don't know about that.
Is she better than the freshman from South Carolina?
It hurt that nigga to say that.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't say yes like that. That shorty not
cute.
He's definitely better.
Realistically, Paige is still top 3. Juju Watkins can be better. I can understand that, but
Juju, Paige, and Caitlin. I'm not
Paige's
hearing about
freshman year. Like Paige was. She didn't have to be Juju, but that's like if Juju would have went.
I'm about to say, but she played at UConn. Juju is going crazy.
If Paige would have went to a school like USC, that's exactly what you would have been seeing.
And that's exactly what South Carolina is right now. But all right, I digress.
What? Are you watching girls? Are you watching women's basketball?
South Carolina's the best team in the country.
Yeah, but they're loaded.
Yeah, but you're talking about
that's your point, right?
That was his and like he was comparing like Paige Buckner's freshman year or to Malaysia for Wiley.
Right,
it's the same situation. They were both on loaded teams.
Thank you. Yeah,
I don't even know if Wiley even starts now yet.
Paige,
huh?
I don't know if Wiley even still starts yet. I don't think she starts. Paige started her freshman year and was the best player on that team.
She's still cooking.
Bro, no, Juju's better than full Wiley. Sorry.
But let's not act like Paige didn't go to a fucking national championship game, like lead her team there her first year.
No, she's definitely top 3. But full Wiley is not top 3, sorry.
Yeah, Wiley, we could really, if we really want to get to it, Wiley's probably not even top 5.
Because what's the name? Shorty from Stanford's like that?
You got Brink. You got,
no way.
Shout out to Wiley.
My girl on her way. My girl on her way, James. My girl on her way.
We moving up in the world, man. But that's neither here or there. We should do a women's podcast. We really need to do that. But anyways, we're here for the Super Bowl. The Chiefs have won their 3rd Super Bowl in 5 years. They won 25-22 in overtime. Just to recap, and how do y'all feel about that game?
Went exactly as expected. You know what I'm saying? The results was the results. Wasn't surprised.
Yeah, same. I told niggas Chiefs the whole day. Some niggas on this pod was not on the Chiefs. Tried to convince them. Niggas just they don't listen, man. Pat he one of them. You know what I'm saying? He's the second greatest quarterback ever, and he's just slowly creeping up and creeping up, and it just went as I knew it was gonna go.
As bad as I want to give Pat all the credit, the defense shut the 49ers down, especially in that second half, especially in that fourth quarter and overtime. So when it came to getting 6 instead of 3, I should say. So Kansas City defense showed that without them being, one of the more popular choices when everybody talks about top defenses, when it mattered, they showed that they were the best defense in the playoffs. So Pat is the greatest to me, though, but that defense won a Super Bowl, so I'm going to give him some credit. But it also went exactly how I thought it would go.
I'm not going to lie, I was hurt. I wasn't hurt that Pat won because I like Pat. I wasn't mad that the Chiefs won. I was just hurt because, my boy Brock was right there, man. And, it just hurts me because I don't know how Chris Jones just comes through the line untouched. You know what I'm saying? The 49ers played great defense until, the game-changing moment, the biggest game of the moment, when McLeod tells, I don't know who it was, what number it was, to everyone to get out the way, Peter, and it hits off his man's leg. He tries to pick up the ball, and that's the only reason that the Chiefs scored in that's the only way they scored, off a muff punt, and they scored. They did what they were supposed to do. Also got to give a shout out to the Chiefs defense. They made some key stops, especially when Mahomes threw a terrible pick, uncharacteristic pick, and they held the 49ers to 0 points during that drive because it could have gotten, I think it was 10-3, and they could have went up 13-3 or 17-3, but they held them to 0. And I think the Chiefs defense is the biggest point I would take away from this game for me personally. But Pat Mahomes he's goated, but you know what I'm saying? The Chiefs defense, I feel like, is the main reason they won this game.
My nigga down 10.
My personal opinion, defenses usually do shine in games like this and do what they're supposed to do. But we're going to keep the same energy we've kept every other week. And I mean, we live and die by it's the quarterback's faults. You know what I'm saying? You win and lose games, and that's the truth of things. And if we're going to really jump into things, you want to say somebody went unblocked, or whatever the case be. I know this. A quarterback makes pre-snap adjustments. I know this. A quarterback controls slide packaging. I know this. When the team believes in you and the coach believes in you, it's on you to make those calls. I didn't hear anybody say, "Oh, the ride slide package was called," or other. Nobody said anything about that. I haven't heard no interview about that or nothing. So when niggas say, "Oh yeah, Chris Jones was just left wide open," they didn't look like they were even looking to block him. In my opinion, yeah, that's completely wrong. That's on the lineman as well. But as a quarterback, why the fuck didn't you slide a double to Chris Jones?
In the first, regardless, at the beginning.
That's my first issue, pre-snap. That's my first issue, pre-snap. My second issue is even after Chris Jones comes, I wish we had the ability to have the plays showing at the same exact time. What's it called? George Kittle has a stub block and go. Like you practically block down and you go into your route. Before he releases the ball, throws it out of bounds, all that, he has George Kittle at the 6-7 yard line, wherever, wide open in his face. Before he even throws it out of bounds, he has it wide open in his face. I'm not saying that he had to go there. He made what could be considered the right decision. But at the end of the day, that also plays into what the nigga Cam says. Game manager, instead of being a game changer, is in that moment you had a moment to be somebody different, to make that play, to do something. And everybody said, "Oh no, he threw out of bounds because Chris Jones in his face." I've seen Brock Purdy week in, week out make niggas miss and do something crazy. That's why I gave him the credit. Because when we said he couldn't do it, he did it. He didn't even give himself that opportunity. He got the ball and threw it out of bounds. Didn't try to escape, didn't try to do anything crazy. It's fourth down anyway. You kick a field goal any fucking way. Try to make a play. Whether y'all want to say it or not, that's how I look at it. Like if you're saying, yeah, time wasn't running out. He didn't fumble it. He didn't attempt to make a play. It's that simple. He didn't attempt to make a play.
I agree. All right, is it my go? So I agree with everything he just said. One point that he didn't make. Yeah, Chris Jones was in his face in however many seconds. That fucking corner slipped before he got in his face. Like, the nigga was on the goddamn ground. If you go and replay it, he was on the damn ground. If the nigga would have waited half a fucking second, he would have just literally seen the drop. I know Chris Jones in his face, but like he said, bro, you have to try to get out of there and make a play. You can't just throw the ball goddamn out. It's the fucking Super Bowl. If you take a goddamn sack, you're gonna kick a field goal regardless. Like, you can't just do that. Like, that's not in the realm for an elite quarterback or a good quarterback. And I was on Brock's side the whole year. That's for one. For starters, this defense is, playing out of his mind. But y'all not going to disrespect Patrick Mahomes. There were plenty of plays where the pocket was collapsing and he ran for 10, 15 yards. He made hella throws. The Mecole Hardman play where he literally, and Mecole Hardman talks about it, he audibled the jump. It was supposed to go to the running back on the out route. He audibled the jump. I forgot what they called it. It was, it was Tom and Jerry. I was watching the interview. And he hot routed him and made him go back outside. That was all Pat. I don't know why the fuck Brock didn't have a double team on Chris Jones to start the goddamn play regardless. Like, that should have been priority number one if you're going to move to protection or wherever you're going to go. So this whole – Pat was cooking. Yes, the defense did play well. They have the best fucking corner in the league. They're going to play well. And the best damn D tackle in the league. Like, the defense is not shitty. They have fucking players. But to say that Pat didn't step up, or not to say they didn't step up, but for y'all to try to make it seem like the nigga was just a game manager and the defense just set everything down, it's just fucking false. It's just false.
Well, interesting. First of all, I didn't know it was disrespectful to finally give a defense some credit after 3 Super Bowls, but that's just me. I didn't know it was disrespectful to say someone played good, but the defense played better, because the first half, nobody was screaming Mahomes. And the only reason he even had that position was because of the defense. None of these plays you're talking about will matter if they're not being held to 0 points after a bad pick, to 3 points getting the ball on the opposite side of the field, to 3 points after getting the ball in overtime and getting down to like the 6-7 yard line. None of these plays are being talked about if the defense doesn't do any of that. So for you to sit here and act like Mahomes carried the defense is crazy. But I mean, I fuck with Mahomes, so hey, respect. And the whole Purdy thing, yeah, elite. Y'all can say he's not elite. I mean, I ain't gonna tell you you're wrong, but y'all sitting here acting like he's supposed to be Patrick Mahomes on that play. There's no Patrick Mahomes in the league. There's no other quarterback in the league y'all gonna name right now who's making that play, not making that play. Lamar's damn sure not making that play.
Joe is making that play. I stamp Joe making that play.
Joe might. That's one of the few people that I said.
Lamar's making that play. He lost making.
I thought I was talking. Do I have the floor? Thank you. Joe Burrow is one of the few quarterbacks that I said don't mention when we talk about quarterbacks. Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes. So I mean, you can name one of them. That's fine. So let me say there's 3 out of 27 or 29 other quarterbacks making that play. So to say he not making that play is not saying much. That's okay. I mean, your team quarterback not making that play, his team quarterback not making that play. Maybe his team, if Rodgers could get away a little bit, but it's not saying much to say he didn't make that play. 90% of the league's not making that play. So, I mean, and if y'all think otherwise, hey, respect to you. But Brock played a game. He played his game manager game. If he played like a game manager, I mean, it came down to the better play execution at the end. Him and Mahomes played damn near identical. So Mahomes' first half was not all that. So we can stop acting like he just had this crazy Super Bowl performance. He didn't. So yeah, man, I don't agree with pretty much anything y'all said, but hey, the team I was rooting for won, so I ain't even mad.
To go back around, bro. I just
want to say one thing, James, before you go. I just want to say one thing. I heard all season that Pat Weapons was trash, and Pat was this, and Kadarius Toney sucked, and these niggas is not good. And my nigga went out.
Kadarius Toney.
Because just their weapons, I was just naming somebody that he throws the ball to, but just their weapons aren't good. They don't catch the ball. They do this, they do that. And my nigga went out and still balled out. That's all I want to say. So for y'all to continuously.
Nobody said he didn't. We're talking about one.
No, not y'all. Not y'all specifically, but I'm saying the whole media was dragging the whole.
But we're talking about the Super Bowl
for months.
In the Super Bowl,
he
He played good when it was time to play good, but stop acting like Mahomes had this Mahomes magic game in the Super Bowl, bro. He didn't. The defense kept them relevant, and he did what Mahomes does at the end of the game. We all knew who was going to win that game when he got that last possession. But don't act like leading up to that, he was just doing what he does. He wasn't, bro.
Bro, he was running for 10, 15, 20 yards on 2nd and 11, 3rd and fucking 12. Like, he was – I ain't gonna say he was cooking.
When was it? Give me a time. Give me a play in the game where you remember that.
In the fourth quarter, when it matters.
You don't remember what drive that was? It was a very memorable game. It was just a couple days ago.
I forgot. You want me to?
Second and 11, 25, 30 yards.
It was 6:45 a.m. and I was sitting on the couch drinking lemonade. Like, I don't know. Like, it was.
Nah, he did have 2 memorable runs. One on the third.
Don't just say he threw for 30 yards on 2nd and 11.
No, I said run. No, he ran for like 15 or 20.
He definitely didn't run for 30 yards.
He had a 3rd and 8 jump where he ran for like 15 and like a 4th down jump where.
And then another one he ran for like 10 to 15.
Ran for like
twice.
A couple yards. That were big vital plays, but not even talking on
Purdy
that.
Did that.
The reason Purdy didn't use his feet
the week before that, and y'all was acting like that was nothing.
Nobody said it was nothing at all. We said that's what he like. We gave him his credit, right? So what's it called? The reason why I say we're very dismissive, or it's clearly an agenda pushing thing, and we're not keeping the same energy. Is the nigga yet again missed touchdowns, right or wrong? Purdy missed wide open touchdowns, right? We all watched the Super Bowl. We're gonna act like he didn't miss Debo touchdown.
Yeah, if those are missing wide open touchdowns,
he missed wide open touchdowns. Okay, okay, all right. Piece of however way you want to put it. The same way we were you just last week said that he's better than Lamar, so that means you got to hold him on a higher pedestal. If you're gonna say he's better than Lamar, then you're gonna call Lamar's job a choke job, and he never had the lead. You're gonna call somebody that was up 10 points in the second half. You're gonna say that's not a choke job. That's what we call a choke job. That's what choking is. So choking is having the lead and not being able to do anything with it. He had the ball with less than 50 yards and was getting a 3 and out. Like, come on, bro. That's unacceptable. But you know what I mean? Because, like you said, if you don't want to call them elite, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna play it both ways. Like, it's all right. It's all right. I seen Nick Foles.
Congratulations.
I seen Nick Foles in the situation versus our GOAT. And as a game manager, come out by making plays.
Versus the 49ers defense?
By making plays. Nah, I mean, it was a New England defense that was pretty good as well.
Tom Brady doesn't play defense. The New England defense got shitted on.
No, Purdy wasn't playing offense either, obviously.
I mean, you said you seen him do it against
I saw when Debo got hurt, the offense became more stagnant. I saw when
happens.
Started getting manhandled, the offense became more stagnant. I saw that he could not make plays. Not saying that he's not good. I'm just saying I saw that when the game was put in his hands, I'm using the same words Nakai used last week. When the game was put in his hands, and it was his turn, when the coach said, put the ball in Purdy's hands because they threw the ball 40 times, he couldn't do anything.
See, but the difference
is he couldn't do anything.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
He choked.
That's not my quarterback. It's not working against me, buddy.
He choked. I'm going.
That doesn't hurt me.
It's not about hurting. Nobody's trying to hurt nobody.
But the difference is
agenda pusher. He choked, nigga.
Okay, are you done, Mike? You finished. The difference is if you look at that game and you look at Lamar's game and you tell me those were similar performances, I just don't think you're telling the truth. He kept them in position to win that game.
So because Brock Purdy's mistakes weren't capitalized on, he threw 3 almost interceptions that hit hands. And
what the fuck is that almost interception?
That's cool. So we're gonna give him credit on that. They did because they dropped the ball. You know what I'm saying? But we're not gonna act like the nigga had a good game. That was a good game.
Are you talking about a play where his man
put his hands on the ball and dropped it? That was a good game.
Are you talking about a game where his man
was that a good game? Lamar had a bad game.
He's going to talk over me the whole time.
But Brock Purdy didn't. Okay, nah. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's all to me. Brock Purdy's performance and Lamar Jackson's performance were way more similar than Brock Purdy and Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes didn't make any mistakes, and at the times he needed to make the biggest plays, he did so and won himself a game. Brock Purdy was afraid to make a mistake, almost made mistakes, and at no time tried to be a playmaker and didn't put his team in position to win the game. Yeah, his defense was playing amazing. They were up because of his defense. Chiefs defense kept Mahomes in the game until he was able to activate himself. Yes, the special teams they made the most vital play, being the one he was talking about with McLeod. What's it called? A hit off the dude's foot. You still have to score points at the end of the day. It didn't take him but a play or two to score a touchdown. So he did exactly what he was supposed to do. Other players, when they were put in that position, being Purdy, when they got the interception, he couldn't get any points on the board. So therefore, it was what it was. Brock Purdy lost him the game. That's how I see it.
Is it my turn?
Go ahead, bro.
All right. So just a few points to refute here. Y'all said Brock Purdy didn't slide the protection, right? There was actually a player that was supposed to block Chris Jones, and it was messed up. And the offensive lineman came out the next day and said, "Oh, we didn't need a chop block if the right person blocks who they're supposed to block." And that was Spencer Buford. He missed the block, so that's why Chris Jones didn't get blocked. That's not on Brock Purdy because a person that's supposed to do his job didn't do his job. So let's start with that. Secondly, you talking about the interception, the terrible interception that Patrick Mahomes threw. There was actually a penalty that set the 49ers back, and that's why they went 3-and-out. It wasn't because like the plays didn't work. It was because they got set back so far that they couldn't get the first down. It was 2 penalties actually, but I forgot that we didn't watch the game. And also, Purdy put them up twice in the late stages of the game. Twice, regardless if it's a field goal or not. This amazing defense that he has that everyone talks about every year, they didn't get a stop. And you know why? Mahomes just showed up when he was supposed to. When Mahomes did exactly what Brock Purdy did for the first 2 rounds of the playoffs. Didn't play that great or up to his standards. He played okay. He was okay. Harrison Butker made 4 fucking field goals. He made 4 field goals. That's the only reason they're in that game. And then we have the fucking missed PAT. So we don't even know. I forgot that the fucking PAT got blocked. That was the second biggest play of the game because that's what allowed it to even be 19-19 at the end of that. At the end of what's it called? Regulation. I thought Purdy played fine. I mean, Chris Jones. Also, we talked about this earlier. I don't know why we're acting like Chris Jones was. We literally all agreed before we started this that Chris Jones was the reason that he overthrew 3 passes alone.
No, we all did not agree that.
Okay, so me and Los agreed. Chris Jones was a game changer, right? Is that not what you said before?
Chris Jones is a game changer.
You want to get on here and cap?
Go ahead.
No, Chris, I swear to God, we did not all agree that Chris Jones is a game changer. We did not agree that he wrecked 3 passes. We did not agree that.
All right, well, he was in his lap. Also, had Brock Purdy held onto the ball like y'all saying and tried to make a play, let's say he just gets sacked. I mean, y'all would have been like, all right, he got sacked. Y'all still would have been like, oh, he still should have somehow evaded the rush, or worst scenario. Let's say Brock Purdy fumbles. Now he really sold the game. Trying to get away from Chris Jones instead of just taking the points. Now, you have said, another thing we could say is like Kyle Shanahan probably should have just went for it. Like if we're going against Patrick Mahomes, we need touchdowns. We might as well just go for it. Like we're down, what's it called? We could have also went for it when it was 4th and 4 earlier in the game in overtime, but he trusted his defense both times, and the defense didn't get a stop on the last 2 drives of regulation to put Patrick Mahomes away. But that speaks to Patrick Mahomes' greatness. But to say that Patrick Mahomes had like this phenomenal game is like, that's a lie. The defense, I feel like the defense had a better game than Patrick Mahomes, but Patrick Mahomes did what great players do, and he showed up when they needed him to. I wouldn't say that Brock Purdy choked. He put him up twice, even when they came back and tied the game. Actually, matter of fact, they took the lead in the 4th, and Brock Purdy led him to a touchdown, and then they kicked the field goal.
Is it my go?
Yeah, go ahead. Anyone can rebuttal.
1. I don't like how y'all is just saying my nigga had just a mediocre Super Bowl game. Like I don't like that. Like I just don't think that's accurate. That's not what I watched. Like I really think
you ever had to say he played okay.
No, I think he played better than okay.
He is mediocre. That's literally what mediocre means.
Yeah, literally, he played better than okay. Like literally, he played better than okay. He played.
No. I think you got me confused. I'm saying he played okay until they needed him to be great.
That's what I said. I said his defense held him down until he needed to make plays, and he made those plays.
And then became great in the.
That's why I didn't rebuttal.
That's not what the fuck we both said.
We can run it back. It's literally on here, bro. I literally said that, Joe. I literally said that by Mahomes. But all right.
What are you talking about? I just said
just
that not what me and James just said.
I don't know what you said. I don't know. I feel like no. You said the defense. What's it called? The defense needed all the credit. That Mahomes had.
I did not say that. I said why is it crazy to give a defense credit after 3 Super Bowls? I said they held it down until Mahomes decided to be Mahomes and do what he does at the end of the game. I said the first 2 or 3 quarters he did not have Mahomes magic. I said when it mattered, he became Mahomes. You keep saying you can run it back, so run it back.
Okay, even that is exactly.
I never argued that any of those points. So if y'all arguing with Loston, go ahead. But you literally said something when I was agreeing with James. So I don't know why you had to put your 2 cents into it.
All I was saying,
3 cents.
All I was saying was that even if that is the case, any other superstar plays well in the fourth quarter, you're going to say he played great. Like simple, especially if he goes down and wins him the game. You're going to say he played great. I don't understand how he's getting this mediocre and the defense carried him. I just don't like that. Like you can say like, everybody did their job, but y'all are making it, and I know you're not specifically saying this, but y'all are making it seem like the defense held this nigga's fucking nuts for him for fucking 3.5 quarters, and then he finally dropped his shit in the fourth. That's what y'all making it seem like.
Okay, can I say something?
Go ahead.
We said the exact same thing with Brock Purdy, though, when he played against the Packers and the Lions. We said he wasn't playing good up until they needed him to. And that's what and then he became, well, I don't want to say he became Brock Purdy, but that's when Brock Purdy started playing at a high level. But we never said but we weren't like, oh, Brock Purdy is the reason they won this game. Brock Purdy, obviously, Brock Purdy is part of the reason they won, but the defense held you in the game. The defense got the turnover, the defense, blah, blah, blah. But Patrick Mahomes wasn't playing, he had a horrendous pick. That was a terrible pick if that's any other quarterback. But Patrick Mahomes did what he's supposed to do. He's great for a reason. We're not disputing that. I think we're all saying the same thing. I understand that you don't want to say that, but I'm not going to be like Patrick Mahomes played a great game. If I had to pick all his Super Bowls, this would be his worst performance out of all the Super Bowls.
I mean, not the one he lost. One, not that one.
He fucking hooped that game.
Huh? This is definitely his worst.
He hooped that game.
What did he do? I want to say, didn't he?
But also, into context, all his linemen were hurt.
I was about to say that. I want to say, he played, and they lost by a decent amount. I forgot how much they lost by, but they lost by a decent amount. But so I'm just never going to say that a Super Bowl that I lost is better. I played better than the Super Bowl that I won. But now I guess we are kind of all saying the same thing, but I just don't like how y'all putting all the onus on the defense. Yeah. I understand that's not what y'all trying to do, but y'all are when you rewatch the channel, it sounds like y'all are just saying the defense, like I said, was him, and then he became Patrick Mahomes in the fourth. And I just don't personally think that was what happened. So, what y'all got?
I mean, I just think the defense made the biggest plays of the game. You had the Chris Jones unblocked play. You had the 3rd and 4 game. If they get the first down, the game is probably over. And Spags draws up slot blitz for McDuffie, and McDuffie gets there in time. They obviously, Chris Jones, I feel like, wrecked the game because he overthrows Debo on the touchdown because Chris Jones is in his lap. And then there was another touchdown that he did. And then McDuffie had the great play in the end zone when he throws it to Debo and he knocks it down. So McDuffie, I'm just saying, I think the defense made more of the significant plays. But, I mean, I understand that Patrick Mahomes is going to get most of the credit. I just think the defense played better than Patrick Mahomes. I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with that. Through the entirety of the game, I feel like the defense is the reason they won that game. If he had his defense from his first or his second Super Bowl, I think they lose.
If he had Tyreek Hill on that, you know what I'm saying? Don't take one and don't give me back something.
What do you mean? Tyreek Hill was only there for one Super Bowl.
I'm just saying, if you're taking somebody from the past, give me somebody from the past. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I guess. So the second Super Bowl, it's the same thing, though.
I don't know. I don't like how y'all carry my boy. So
we're gonna move on, though. We're gonna move on to where do you position the Chiefs dynasties and all NFL dynasties?
Damn. Me personally, I feel like dynasties reset in the 2000s. All that shit in the past, bro, is the past, bro. We calling teams dynasties that weren't relevant in our lifetime. As the new media, it has to be new shit. That's my personal opinion, because I do not feel comfortable calling losers like the 49ers and losers like the Cowboys dynasties, and they have not won since the 90s. Just saying, it doesn't feel right. But they are etched in history, and that is what it is. But the Chiefs are right there on the top with all of those teams, because in our lifetime, they are the second best franchise behind the New England Patriots. Love to all those old guys, but shit, nigga. What we've seen, the Chiefs are the second best.
Then this is a known fact, James. You know, I don't care about that old shit. I'm sorry. Sorry for lack of better terms. I don't give a fuck about none of that old shit. So I'm gonna agree right with him and say, obviously, you know, Tom and the Patriots, that shit is gonna be hard to top. I don't know if the Chiefs can top that, but he definitely right behind that. I don't see nothing else. My Giants, I wanted to say them because you know how we got
Ravens, Steelers.
Nah. Chill. Nah, just my Giants. My Giants. My Giants, you know how we got, you know what I'm saying, 2007, 2011, like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna go ahead and just get in the nod over us, even though if they don't want no smoke with that front four we had in 2007 or 2011.
Well, I think you both are idiots, but you can't erase the past. I don't know what y'all was talking about. It's not even about the Cowboys. You got Steeler teams, 49ers, the Bears. Y'all talking about old niggas, like, please, bro. It's no matter what years you're talking about, it's not easy to go back to back, and definitely back to back to back, going to the Super Bowl over and over and over, and y'all just talking about erase it in a time where the rules were ridiculously crazy. And niggas was out there putting their life on the line on the field, crazy. The Bears, definitely a dynasty. The Steelers, definitely a dynasty. Cowboys, most definitely a dynasty. The Chiefs, I still rank them top 2 or top 3, maybe. But the difference between now and then, you're switching out players besides the quarterbacks, and you know your maybe your best defensive player. You're just switching out players every year. Like it's not it's a dynasty as far as going to the championship wise, but it's different players, different teams, different not the Chiefs as far as coaches, but it's always different coaches. And the older dynasties, you're talking about a team. Cowboys, Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin. This is back to back to back, going to the championship. We're not trading this guy, then we go sign this guy, then we go trade it. These are real dynasties. The 49ers, real dynasty. Like those to me. That's what a dynasty is. That's like saying the Celtics and the Lakers, these ain't dynasties no more because that was 20, 30 years ago. No way. I'm not hearing that. That doesn't make sense. And so, yeah, I'm not a fan of just erasing the past. It doesn't make sense to me. Because if we're going to say in our lifetime for real, y'all wasn't really, I know people are going to sit here and lie, but y'all wasn't really watching basketball heavy at 5, 6 years old. And so you gonna tell me the Lakers wasn't a dynasty? No.
Was that what you want me to actually answer the question?
Things like that just don't make sense to me, but to each their own, you know. But I got the Chiefs probably the second or third best dynasty ever in the NFL.
I just want to say that, and you can reword it. I never said those teams weren't dynasties. I said I don't give a fuck about that old shit. That don't make you not a dynasty. That's what I said. I said I don't give a fuck about that old shit. So I don't know what Quadio said. Honestly, I forgot. But me, I didn't say. So Quadio can speak for himself. I didn't say that those teams were not dynasties. I said I don't give a fuck about that old shit. Go ahead, Jay.
Noted.
Yeah. The only reason we know the word dynasty is because of the dynasties, the great empires in the past. So, like, erasing history is crazy to me because we know them because they're etched in history. We would not know who Julius Caesar and fucking Napoleon and all these people are unless the stories of them were told throughout history. And that's exactly what's going to happen when you talk about NFL history. So, to me, the Chiefs are number 3. I think number 1 is obviously Tom Brady and the Patriots. I think number 2 is the 49ers and what they did in the 80s through basically the 90s. Even with the switch at quarterback from Joe Montana to Dan Marino, I think they're the second best dynasty. And then moving on up is the
You mean Dan Marino?
the Chiefs will take the 49ers. What?
You said for the 49ers?
Yeah,
I think the 49ers are the second best dynasty ever in NFL history.
No, I was saying I thought the quarterback switch was to Steve Young.
Oh, Steve Young. Did I say Dan Marino?
You said Dan Marino.
Yeah, Steve Young. But so that's what I'm going with. I'm going with them at number 2, the Chiefs at number 3 for now. And then I guess to round it out, number 4 would be the Cowboys in the 1990s. But yeah, I'm not here for that, because then we can't say the Bulls are the dynasty. That just don't even sound right to me.
Fuck the Bulls.
Like I'm not.
So back in what I meant anything before the NFL was full. I don't count none of that shit.
The NBA won't full.
Nah, I don't count that shit because you know what I'm saying, I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan. If you was in the league before Baltimore Ravens, I personally can't count you. so take it how you want to take it. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not about to tell me to continue my franchise with the Baltimore Colts. I'm not hearing that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I do understand everything you guys are saying. I don't disagree with any of your answers. But that's where my energy came from, being that, hey, that's like somebody coming in and their first fucking favorite team is the Charlotte Bobcats. Ain't got too much to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's my perspective of how it is. Like, we're the expansion team, bro. So I'm only looking at the expansion going forward.
Moving on. Is Patrick Mahomes the greatest quarterback of all time?
Yes.
No.
Next.
No. Next.
Patrick Mahomes is the greatest quarterback of all time. Tom Brady is the greatest football competitor of all time, the greatest brand of football of all time. But Patrick Mahomes is the greatest person to throw a football we've ever seen. Let's just leave it at that and move on to the next.
No.
You've seen somebody throw a football better than him?
I seen somebody win at a higher rate than anybody I've ever seen. And I seen the best dynasty that y'all was talking about, if y'all counting dynasties or if y'all not. But I seen a nigga that's done the shit 7 times, and I'm not putting nobody over him until he at least get 2 more. Like, you got to at least get 2 more. Because if he crash out right now, he ain't going to go down as a GOAT. We all know that. Y'all are saying his trajectory is better. If he get hurt, no, let me not even. Knock on wood. I promise this is all like hypothetical. Knock on wood. Patrick Mahomes get hurt, mess up his ACL 2-3 years in a row, and this is all he got. There's no way in fuck y'all saying he's better than Tom Brady. So
you know what's crazy though? Before Tom Brady left New England and went to Tampa and got another one, we're already talking like he had competitors at GOAT. So it's like.
Who's we? When
The
you
world
said
was.
No.
The world was. Yeah, it was people definitely had those conversations. I mean, but when he left New England and won again, then we was like, all right, nah, nigga, this nigga crazy. Like, he ain't really just gonna do that at 40, you know what I'm saying? 40 plus years old. So that's when he got that last notch to make it almost impossible to catch him. Which, you know what I mean? Like, I agree with you. He's the GOAT competitor and he's the most winningest, you know, in all those aspects. But if you had no football players on your team and you was about to play one game, you was captain, I was captain, they gave you first pick. You're not picking Tom Brady over Mahomes. I don't care.
Don't say you don't care, because if we're playing one game, I might. I swear to God, I might. If we're playing one game for the Super Bowl and I get Bill Belichick and you get Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes, I mean,
God.
Yes. Bro, poll that, James. Poll that. If you got one game,
I'm down to have a whole episode where we just sit here and we literally pick our teams like we're playing NFL Street or backyard football or some shit. I'm down for all of that.
You got Madden, James?
Huh?
You still have Madden?
Of course.
Yeah, I got Madden too.
Play it. I don't know. Can we do that? on Madden?
Can you do what?
Well, the way I'm gonna have Ray Lewis, Patrick Willis, Terrell's son.
Yeah, you can do that.
I'm frying your ass.
Nikai?
I knew he was frozen.
Wait, no, you froze. Hold on. Say it again. No, crazy.
You said what?
You
Hey, the
froze,
way you looked when you was froze was so freaked out.
Listen, man. He's the greatest quarterback we ever seen. We got to stop pretending. Like, there's a difference between being the most winningest quarterback and being the best quarterback. Aaron Rodgers has 1 Super Bowl.
Oh, bro. Hold on.
Aaron Rodgers has 1 Super Bowl. Aaron Rodgers is most definitely a top 5 talent at quarterback ever. Like, let's just not pretend.
There we go.
Patrick Mahomes is the greatest talent at quarterback we ever seen.
That's fair.
Winning 7 Super Bowls, that is crazy, obviously, but that doesn't make you the best, the most talented quarterback ever. That means you have 7 of the best teams ever. We all know that. I don't know why we acting like we don't know that. Bill Russell is not the best basketball player. We could do this all day with any sport, bro. All the players.
How many Super Bowl MVPs does Tom Brady have?
Like 5?
Yeah.
It's 5 of the 7, right?
He probably has most of the MVPs, but that's not even. That's a one game.
But it's hard. Hey, look, in a sense, it's hard for a quarterback to lose it. So go ahead. Like, your quarterback has to lose the award.
Don't try to make an argument and then backfire on the argument because you know my nigga Tom like that. Like, don't try to do that. How many does this nigga have? I have no idea.
He has 5.
He has 5?
Yeah. I think we lost Gliz for a little bit here.
Go look at Tom Brady resume.
I forgot what I was.
Really.
All right.
No, wait, you didn't give your opinion.
I am gonna give my opinion. That's what I was thinking about. So Patrick Mahomes is the greatest quarterback I've ever seen in my life. You know, not Pat Mahomes, but Tom Brady. He didn't get carried to his first 3, but his defense was like that. When we want to talk game manager, that's what Tom Brady was for his first 3 Super Bowls. Like, for real, like, that defense was humming. So first 3, I mean, Tom Brady was able to grow into what he is now. But Patrick Mahomes been him since he stepped on the field. He threw 50 touchdowns his first season in. You know what I'm saying? And then the Super Bowl against Brady, it's like, you know what I'm saying? He had all backup offensive linemen. There's not much you can do right there. There's not.
You want Tom to do about that? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
There ain't nothing that's not Tom's fault either. He did what he was supposed to do. He did what he's supposed to do. But I mean, like, I can't really judge that game and be like, oh yeah, Brady beat Mahomes. Like, well, damn, nigga. If it was like, that's like saying KD beat LeBron in the finals. Like, oh well, shit. I'm talking about in 2018 specifically. That's how I feel like that game was. When you don't have an offensive line, you don't have nothing as an offense. I'm sorry. We all know that you have nothing. He had all backup linemen. All his linemen got hurt the week before, or like in previous weeks. He had all backup linemen. It is difficult to win a game against Vita Vea and all of them. Period. Like, they had one of the top defense. It's not happening. He was running for his life the entire game. So
the only difference about the Tom Brady, the Patrick Mahomes, no lineman, and the Braun comparison is that Braun actually killed that series. He averaged 40 or some shit. Wait. Let me finish real quick. I was gonna say one thing. Patrick Mahomes put up 9 points. He threw 2 touchdowns. He threw no touchdowns, 2 picks, 270. He was 26 for 49.
I think
that's all I'm saying.
I think
that was Mahomes.
I think you need to go back and watch that game.
No, I remember, bro. I think I was the one that told you because I was at Chef House watching the joint. And I'm like, oh, this nigga has 1 starting offensive lineman and 4 backups. Like, legit. I was the one. I think I literally told you.
You gotta tell me I knew that going into the game.
You probably saw it, but I'm saying I feel like I was the one that like said it first in the group chat or something. Like,
you know what? I forgot. Los is a put me on type person.
I did, bro.
No matter what you do, Los puts you on. It doesn't matter how much. It doesn't matter that I already knew that going into the game. He told me.
Like I didn't say you didn't know, bro. I wouldn't have found out. I'm just saying, like, we just casually.
You didn't tell me first. That's all I'm trying to tell you,
bro.
But if you want to take credit for that, you can have it, bro.
Can I just ask you a question real quick? One question, both of y'all. Claudio first, then you, Jane. If Patrick Mahomes gets hurt right now, career-ending injury, are you going to say he's better than Tom Brady?
Yes.
All right, that's your answer. If he get hurt, this is his last game he ever played.
I never said he was better than Tom Brady.
You did. You just said that earlier.
No, I said he's the best player to play quarterback. He's going to be the best to ever play quarterback, whether he stopped today or not. We've seen the way he plays quarterback. His highlights aren't going anywhere.
So
if he had a career-ending fucking injury today, his highlights of how he played quarterback would still be there. So he still have the craziest quarterback highlight of all time.
He'd have the best hoop mixtape ever. Is he
Ever.
better? He had the best
Like,
hoop. Nigga, Akil Carr had the best hoop mixtape ever. Is he better than Miles Powell?
Akil Carr didn't have the best one.
Yes, he did.
The best high school joint was Austin Rivers.
No, it wasn't. Austin Rivers was crazy. It was not Akil Carr. But Akil Carr shit was crazy.
In my opinion.
But James,
I think the other 5'7" nigga my boys just showed me was better than Akil Carr joint.
Ray Jefferson was not better than Akil Carr. He was my class. No, he wasn't.
Who has the best mixtape?
That nigga was fucking raw.
The best
was
mixtape
nice.
to
He
me
was
is
gonna say
John Wall.
He's gonna say John Wall. Fuck no, his shit was not.
John Wall shit was crazy.
It was crazy. He was crazy, but it wasn't better.
Oh, niggas getting dropped and then he's dunking on them. Like,
Oh, you want to see Akil Carr bang on somebody at 5'6"?
Come on, bro. I watched Akil Carr live, bro.
I know you probably have. So what are you talking about?
I watched him play against what's it called? Montrose Christian at
Who
Hayfield.
got the best hoop mixtape ever?
It's a subjective topic though. Like that's not like.
I said in his opinion.
Nakai, what's your favorite basketball mixtape? High school.
Oh, y'all didn't ask me who my favorite was.
Favorite
We
high
did.
school basketball?
Not to just say who I thought the best one was.
All right, what's the best one?
My favorite is Zion. That nigga shit. What?
Fuck no.
That nigga just dunking.
Yeah, fuck
I
no.
like real mixtape season. I like John Wall, Austin Rivers. Probably one of those two. But I only like guard mixtapes. If you're fucking 6, 7 and up in high school, like, I mean, what the fuck? Fuck are they gonna do?
Oh no. You know who was crazy though? I feel like his mixtape don't get enough love because maybe I don't know why it doesn't get enough love. Andrew Wiggins mixtape, sensational.
Yeah, but he's also, bro, he's 6'8", bro. Like,
I'm saying, Akil Carr is hooping. Y'all niggas is trash.
nah, Kill Car mixtape. No, his shit is fire too. But after I seen him play in person, it took the aura away from me.
He's cheating. He's cheating. You can't. We're talking about just the mixtape. Don't use what you saw.
Bro,
The
if
mixtape
you
is
saw
fire.
John Wall, listen. Nobody can ever say they saw John Wall play in person and got clamped.
That's not
I
the
watched
question.
Akil Carr get clamped, bro.
That's not the question, though. The question is who is the
I'm just
best.
saying, okay, nigga, and I answered it. Why y'all niggas always trying to
You're
make a
using
nigga
other,
agree
you're
with
using
y'all?
other evidence.
I don't think that's the best mixtape.
But I'm saying you're using other evidence to support your call. That
No,
don't make
that's just what the fuck I'm going to do.
Oh,
All right, back to
What the fuck?
last topic. What's the
Oh shit, my bad.
what's the main thing you're looking forward to next NFL season?
Ooh,
It can be hypothetical. It can be
So I gotta
whatever
go
you want.
yeah, bro, go first.
Lamar Jackson in the Super Bowl, baby. One step away. See you in New Orleans. Gumbo and Lamar. It's just perfect.
I'm gonna just get it out the way, James, and say my Giants in the Super Bowl just because I'm gonna say that. But I'm gonna give you a real one. I'm curious.
So what you trying to say? My shit wasn't realistic?
Yeah, your shit is not realistic.
We were just the number one seed in the fucking AFC
Let him go, bro.
2 times in the last 3-4 years. No, but he trying to make my dream seem like my dream was unrealistic. Like we wasn't the best. It was a game away, you piece of shit.
Even
that's
if
why
y'all
y'all
still lost to the Niners.
That's why y'all quarterback shopping, bum.
Felt like 2 games away.
I
Really.
hope we do. I hope we
Felt
do.
like
We're not.
like, fuck you.
We're not on the quarterback shop, but I hope we do.
I'm not even
But-
tripping. Let me tell y'all what's gonna happen before he goes. I'm gonna get y'all hip to what's gonna happen next season. Lamar doesn't have to beat Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes will lose to the Godfather and Aaron Rodgers. Lamar will destroy Josh Allen, and then Lamar will beat grandfather Aaron Rodgers in the AFC Championship.
So basically, you're ducking Patrick.
You're
Yeah.
ducking.
So, and what?
Sad.
And what, nigga? Ducking the GOAT has never been a problem.
Sad.
And what?
The Ghost's not playing.
But we're looking for the best situation. You feel me? And what? We'll catch him after we win one, and then we'll see what's up. Let me power up a little bit. Let me get 3.
Man.
He's on a different type of pedestal right now. Let me get a little
Man,
bit more.
look, we on 2 different levels anyway.
Go ahead, Loves. Go ahead, Loves. We gotta wrap
Oh,
this
go
up.
ahead.
All right, so that's honestly, I want to say 2 things for real. One, I'm really curious to see what the Falcons do at quarterback because they need to do something. I feel like that team is really good. They got pieces. They need Justin. They need to get a quarterback in the draft. They need to trade up. They need to do something. I really do. I'm curious to see what they're gonna do. I don't know if this is a question you asking, but just kind of what I heard. Also, I want to see what the Bears are gonna do. If they are gonna keep Justin and get a haul for all those picks, or if they are gonna draft Caleb. Personally, it's a tough decision. I can't even say what I would or wouldn't do. But
well, I got two things. One, I'm excited for Dak's last season. And two, I'm more excited for all my Ohio State boys on a serious note.
Oh,
Who's going to be in the league next year. And the ones that are already in the league, CJ, Marvin, to name two. Still got my boy Olave over there in New Orleans. I think he's going to take a bigger leap this year. Smith and Jigba, bigger leap this year. So, I'm on record. I'm going to keep telling y'all, next year is more of how I am with LeBron. Like, I'm with players next year. Cowboys, that's always going to be my team. But it's really fuck them niggas. I have no excitement. I hope Dak balls out. I don't hate Dak. I'm just ready for the next chapter. I'll be a Cowboy fan again when it starts fresh. I'd rather Dan Quinn come through, whoop our ass. I want Danny Dimes come through, whoop our ass.
That's
I
what
want
happened.
Jalen Hurts bum ass come through, whoop our ass. We got the Ravens coming to town. They're going to beat our ass. We good. It's going to be the only way they won't re-sign Dak is if he doesn't have a good season. And I hope he has a good season because he's cool and all, but I'm excited for him not to have a good season. I'm excited for us to have a couple injuries on the O-line. I'm excited for a lot of bullshit to go on, bro. I want to reset. Like, I feel like Jerry Jones is starting to get to that tipping point. I think this year really fucked them up. And I think next year could really send them over the edge to just blow all of this shit up. I'm excited for the rebuild, bro. I'm excited to be no disrespect to any teams, but like how the Jets were and how the Giants are right now and the Skins or the Commanders, just how they decided to rebuild from the top down and all of that. I'm excited. I'm over it. I don't want to be 11-6, 10-7. I want to go 6-11, 7-10, and just start this shit over. I'm excited. Dak gonna start his career over and watch him get a Super Bowl or some shit. And I would be so happy for him, but it just won't happen here. So he might as well just play this last season, get his value wherever it's gonna be. Don't re-sign and go ahead and get the fuck.
Man, that's hard to compete with.
It was kind of OC. That was more of a rant than what you was excited.
Yeah. I don't know.
I
don't even know if you're actually excited.
Exactly.
Or disappointed.
You can't see it in my face. I'm fucking excited.
Excited or upset?
That was one. Yeah, I'm actually excited to see what the Chargers look like with Harbaugh coming in next year. Hopefully, my boy Jay Herb can finally get on his run. And you know what I'm really excited about? I'm excited to hopefully see all the quarterbacks healthy going into the playoffs next year instead of what we had this year. We lost Kirk, we lost Joe, we lost so many.
When was the last time we had a healthy playoffs with the quarterbacks, though?
What happened?
When was the last time we had a healthy playoffs with all the quarterbacks?
Well, we're not worried about Lamar's, injury history, but no, I'm fucking with you.
Lamar the only one.
Yeah.
But I just want to see all the big time quarterbacks healthy for 1 year. If one goes down, that's cool. But we lost 4, 5, 6 of them this year. We even lost.
We lost Aaron Rodgers and Joe Burrow.
We lost Aaron Rodgers. We lost Joe Burrow. We lost Justin, even though his team wasn't playing well. We lost Anthony Richardson. Who knows what the Colts would have looked like the rest of the year.
You said the top guys.
I said all quarterbacks.
Naming niggas that have no playoff.
The Colts might have made the playoffs, though. The Colts might have made the playoffs.
The Colts might have made the playoffs. Trevor Lawrence.
We're not. You said the top guys. You're just naming the middle niggas now.
Quarterbacks, bro. Trevor Lawrence got hurt. You know what I'm saying? It was sad to see, man. I'm just excited to hopefully. Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray can play a full season. I just want to see all the quarterbacks play a full season. Danny Dots got hurt.
Who the fuck is that?
Danny Dots.
Dan Marino retired a long time.
Danny fucking missiles. Y'all niggas is tripping.
Hopefully, Deshaun Watson got hurt. We lost a lot of.
Nah, keep that nigga. Keep
Brody.
that nigga.
Brody,
Keep that nigga.
Joe Flacco had them niggas look nice.
Yeah, until what?
Look what you started.
Until when?
Comeback player of the year.
He beat a dead nigga.
That's
Like-
tough.
Man, that's it, man. Hey, man.
Well,
Listen,
Hey, man.
Hey, Los, if you could beat a dead nigga, you can beat anybody.
No.
It's
Before
crazy.
you get canceled. That's it for the AKT podcast, man. Act Like You Know podcast. Like, comment, subscribe, man. I don't know where these guys about to go. They've been drinking too much. Coach K, final thoughts.
Anicia.
hell nah.
Locksmith Los.
Shout out my boy Kyle Lowry.
Hey, man. AU season coming up. Watch out for Team AKT.
I always say that, bro. I don't know why your face like that. That's literally
Kai.
always gonna go out.
Same thing. Shout out Team AKT, man. Shout out to LeBron. Almost made it to the Warriors. It's this close. My prediction almost came true.
No, he did not, bro. Go ahead.
Anyways, shout out my dog Caesar, man. I haven't shouted him out once, man.
Big C.
That nigga been holding me down, man. Shout out my mama. Yeah, man. Like, comment, subscribe, man. We're out.